The timing on this one is perfect because the CMS just announced, like literally a couple days ago, some very exciting news, which I wrote about in the article, CMS and UNC Charlotte receive NIST grant, which appeared in Tuesday's issue of Quality Digest Daily. Well, as the title of the piece gives away, the Society and UNC Charlotte, University of North Carolina, Charlotte, were awarded an Advanced Manufacturing Technology Consortia grant from the National Institute of Standards and Technology. This grant is going to allow the CMS and UNC Charlotte to partner on some very important research initiatives, all in the name of supporting advanced manufacturing. So to tell us more about this development and what it means for the CMS and industry in general, we're very pleased to welcome Ron Hicks back to the show. Ron is the CMSC's AmTech Committee Chairperson and is also the Vice President of Global Services for API. Ron, thanks for joining us.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for having me. Good to hear from you, Mike and Dirk.
Well, it's always a pleasure to have you, Ron, and joining us here to talk about a really exciting initiative here. And so, yeah, give us a little background. How did the grant come about?
Well, you know, this really fell in our laps, to be honest with you, but we're very, very excited about it, and we feel like it's going to be something tremendous for CMS and ultimately for industry, and specifically the metrology industry. So the grant was initiated by NIST, the National Institute of Standards and Technology. The University of North Carolina, Charlotte, actually brought the opportunity to CMS. And we're very proud of this because the university recognized that this type of consortia would fit very nice with the CMS. And I agree. I think this is right in the CMS's wheelhouse of things that we're trying to do to advance metrology in industry. And so the basic idea of the consortia is to help the United States to prepare to compete globally. Well, we've been doing that, but we need to get better. You know, our other countries are doing better, and we need to do better. We need to do things that are smarter and cost less, and really put our technology to the best work. The process, or the consortia, is really aimed at manufacturers who build large products or parts like shipbuilding, aerospace, energy, transportation, those types of folks. And these are the kinds of people that we plan on having in our committee. And that's basically the gist of it.
And Ron, how are the funds from the grant going to be used? How are you guys making use of them?
Well, we plan on really being aggressive in how we're going to meet, get organized, and actually put a plan in place. But we're planning on having our first organizational meeting at the CMSC in Florida next month in July, in Hollywood, Florida. And we'll meet twice a year. We'll have another meeting approximately 6 months from July, and we want to have meetings at least monthly and assign work and that type of thing. But we're going to have monies for things like advertising, travel expenses, marketing, that type of thing. In order to entice people to participate, we feel it's going to cost something, and we want to do this first class. We really do.
And Ron, you know, I wrote this piece earlier about this, announcing this in Quality Digest, which we were very proud to be able to do. And I interviewed Ed Morris of UNC Charlotte, who really had some very kind words to say about the CMS as a partner from their perspective. So let's kind of put the shoe on the other foot. What, in your opinion, makes UNC Charlotte such a great partner the other way for the CMS?
Well, as I mentioned, CMS was really honored that the University of North Carolina, Charlotte, or specifically the Center for Precision Metrology, where Professors Morris and Zeigert, who we're really working with specifically, are from. And, you know, it's a world-renowned organization. They've done so much for the world of metrology and have given back so much to the industry. And it's just a pleasure, and I really look forward to their partnering with CMS and their leadership, and I think some very good things are going to come out of it. And we're going to have a lot of people paying attention to us the experts that the CMS possesses, plus these guys from academia, we're really excited, and we think we can do some great things.
You know, the great thing about a grant like this and being able to provide the funding from the government is that the knowledge that is learned is really able to be shared throughout industry, which I think is great. So, you know, from your perspective, within the industry, working with automated precisioning, how do you see the broader industry benefiting from the results of this grant?
Well, as a metrology OEM and a service provider, we want to have a voice at the table of the consortia. We want to participate because we think we have something to offer, but we feel like that the people that will be represented will be the movers or the shakers of the industry, and we want to follow that. That will be the ultimate voice of the customer to hear what's needed by them from decision makers, not just people that are on the shop floor, but decision makers who spend money and are directing the way their companies go. So we want to be very in tune with that, and we want to participate, obviously, and we think we have some great ideas. So there'll be a lot of other equipment manufacturers and service providers, software manufacturers, so we're one of many, but I think everybody's going to want to get on board on this and really pay close attention because it's going to be a game changer.
No doubt. Well, Ron, it's all very exciting. We're certainly looking forward to covering it, keeping our tabs on it here going forward. Thanks a lot for joining us. That was Ron Hicks, of course. He's with API. He's also with the Coordinate Metrology Society. Ron, thanks for joining us. We're going to see you next month at the show in Hollywood.
Thanks, guys. Looking forward to it.
That would be Hollywood, Florida.
That's right. That's right.
Just so we're clear.
Thanks, Ron. We'll see you there.
Bye-bye.
Bye. That's right. As you mentioned, Derek, it's Hollywood, Florida. I should make that very clear. It's the Coordinate Metrology Society's upcoming conference, the CMSC, and it is happening July 20th through 24th at the lovely Diplomat Hotel in Hollywood, Florida. And we're going to bring you actually a clip for next month's CMSC Corner right from the show, where we're going to sit down with current CMS chairperson Ron Rode and the incoming chair Rena Malari, two great metrologists, so a lot of knowledge to share, so you want to check that out. And of course, if you'd like to come to CMSC in person, there's still some time. You can register at www.cmsc.org and learn more about it.
Yeah, that's always a great show to go to because particularly if you're involved in large-scale 3D metrology, large volume 3D metrology, they call it. There really isn't another show like it. And as we've said before, if you haven't heard this, it isn't your typical trade show. Yeah, there's vendors there. Yeah, they're selling stuff, whatever. Really, the real value of it is the information sharing. There's always great seminars, problem-solving seminars, how large volume 3D measurement problems were solved, and sometimes using a variety of equipment. So not solved just using, this company's product, but using this company's product and this company's product and this piece of software, all to solve a problem. So if you're in large scale, large volume metrology, this is really the show to go to.
And it strikes me that some of you may not even know that you're in large volume metrology. You may be doing testing and measuring and may not even realize. But if you're in automotive, if you're in satellite, if you're in medical device, if you're in a lot of these spaces, automotive, aerospace, if you're in these fields, check it out. Check out cmsc.org. You might be interested in what you find there, and you might find yourself wanting to come to the show. So it's a really good opportunity for some learning.
And hey, it's Florida in the summer.
It's beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful there. It's right on the beach. It's cooler than California, that's for sure. So that'll be nice. Okay. Thanks again, Ron, for joining us. All right.